Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Denise, and yeah, this is me in my bedroom. Usually when I do a video, I am in my living room, but when I'm actually in my bedroom on my bed, it's usually a story time of some sort, and I actually have one for you guys today. It's one of those weird type of stories that actually really happened. Right now it's about 11:30 on a Saturday night. I am pretty bored. I am having a lot of pain right now, so I really can't fall asleep or go to sleep. And if you hear a weird sound in the background, that's my fan on. It's already starting to get pretty warm here in California. But yeah, this is a story about when back in the day, back in the day when I was in maybe middle school, or was it high school? Not quite sure when it was, but it was in the late 90s, early 2000s. We had landlines, we didn't have cell phones, and we had three-way calling. So it'll be, I'll be on the phone all the time with friends. Well, with this particular friends, we would talk almost every single day after school, even though we saw each other, at school and hung out at school. We would always talk, and we would have three-way calling. And most of us had a cordless phone. We didn't have, the one with the wires on it. We had cordless phones. Well, at least I did, and my friend Ava did. My neighbor would also be in our three-way calling. And I'm not sure if he had. Actually, no, he did too, because there would be times that we would be in front of each other, quite literally, like on the other side of the fence, sitting down on chairs while we were on the phone with our friend on the other side on three-way calling, which was kind of stupid and funny now that I think about it. Like, why were we sitting outside on the same spot, just a fence separating us, on the phone with the same friend on three-way calling? Like, why did we do that? It's weird now that I think about it. But anyways, for those who know about cordless phones and how, at least back in the day, calls would get crossed at times, that you can actually hear someone else's conversation, or they can hear your conversation. And well, this was one of those cases. At least that's what I think it is, or was. Still don't know what happened really, or who was doing it, or it was a prank, or it really was someone who crossed the calls to us and started just being completely weird and scaring us. There was this creepy voice, and it happened a lot. And at least I never figured it out. According to my friend Ava, she didn't know anybody that would do that. And I know it wasn't my neighbor, because there would be times that we'll be sitting next to each other, so I know that it wasn't him either. And he was in the same call as we were. But this creepy voice would start telling us stuff that were real. Like, this person would tell us creepy stories of this person, watching us somehow and knowing our surroundings and knowing what our parents did and what school we went or our address. It was plain creepy. It was like a weird stalker type thing. And this time we did have internet, but it was usually in libraries or in schools. It was really rare for people to have internet at home. And I know I didn't have internet at this time. In fact, I didn't even have a computer till I was in college. So 2003 is when I had a computer. So we didn't have any of this. It was only in schools or in libraries or in computer cafes or internet cafes or whatever they're called. But yeah, and I knew that my friends didn't have them either. So there was no way that anybody would know our information unless this person knew us personally and somehow found a way to get into our conversations, because it was either I was doing the three-way calling or my friend Ava was doing the three-way calling, or even my friend Abraham would do it. And sometimes we'll have, more, because each person can have their own three-way calling. Sometimes it was a few of us actually all on the phone. So it still creeps me out just thinking about it. There was this one time, it was late in the afternoon actually. We had, done our homework. It was a school night, and this creepy voice comes on, and he starts, or she, whatever, the voice was distorted somehow, it was changed, like it had a voice changer thing. And this person would be like, I'm watching you right now and you look so pretty, or you look upset, or you look scared. Am I scaring you? Because you guys look scared, you guys sound scared. And we never knew who this person was, okay? At least not, I didn't. I don't know about the rest of the people, I didn't know. But there was this other one time too that this person said, oh, I see your dad is getting home. He has the big bus, because it was a school bus driver then. And there was time that he had to bring the school bus home, because it would be a big ass bus, and there's time that he just didn't have time to go to, to the place to drop off the bus. So he would just bring it home, and he would park it in one of the big streets, which was pretty much right around the corner where I used to live at. My parents still live on that same street they still live on today, different house. But yeah, be like, oh, I just saw your dad getting home. He has the big school bus today. Tell him I said hello. And I would freak out, because my dad would be walking in, opening the fence door or gate to come in, and it was creepy. This one was like really creepy, because even my dad noticed that I was creeped out, and he asked what was wrong, and I didn't say anything. But my friends were like, is it true? Is your dad just getting home from work? I'll be like, yeah, he really is. And there'll be times that this person would be like, saying, hello my pretties, or how was your day my pretties, or why are you so upset today my darling. And he would ask us the same thing for all three of us all the time. It was mostly when it was us three on the phone. We never figured out who it was, but apparently it knew what we were each doing, and what we were each wearing, and where we both, all three lived. And it's kind of hard to do that when this is a time when there was no social media. Like I said, the internet wasn't really around, at least not in everybody's home, because, it was expensive, and back then we only had dial-up, so that meant you couldn't be on the phone and have the internet on, because it was one or the other. If you turned the internet on, the phone would disconnect, and if you made a call, the internet would disconnect. So it was hard for that to happen, and cell phones weren't really around. You had to have like a lot of money in order to have a phone, and it was just either a little small Motorola flip phone or a brick looking thing of a cell phone like a Nokia. And they didn't really cross with cordless phones. They crossed with other cell phones, but never with the landline. So we never figured out how this person knew exactly what we were wearing, where we were sitting, where we lived, or what we were doing, or anything like that. Because there will be times that I will be in my room. Well, my friend, my neighbor, was outside or in his room, and since we were neighbors, both of our windows were right there, like facing each other. So we would be, my bed was next to the window, his bed was next to the window. So we would both be, on our beds with our window open on the phone with our other friend on three-way calling. So there was no way for this person to know anything that was happening. And it still creeps me out today because I still don't know what that was or how it happened or anything like that. I really don't. It was pretty creepy. And it's still creepy. Because, it was like the beginning of stalking of somehow. And like I said, this was before social media, before fast internet, before smartphones, before any of that. Most of the houses had a landline. Nowadays, it's rare to find a house with a landline. Everybody uses their cell phone for everything, and they don't even bother with the landline. Because the internet doesn't necessarily have to come from the phone company anymore. It can come from anywhere. Just thinking about it is like giving me anxiety. Because it's that creepy. And this happened, it was happening for a good maybe 6 months. And each time it was something different, but it was that same creepy voice. And it would always start by with, "How are you doing, my lovelies?" Or, I can see that you're doing this or something. It was always the same creepy voice, and it always pretty much told us what we did throughout the day and how school was, or even what we ate at school. And I didn't really get lunch. I would just go to the student store and buy snacks or buy a slushie with chips, or I would go to where the cafeterias are, where they sold food. I would buy a Subway or something. I never got the cafeteria food because it was disgusting. So, never figured out who it was or how it did it, but it creeped the shit out of us. To tell you the truth, it scared us really bad. And I actually brought it up to my friend Ava over Facebook, and she's like, I never figured out what it was or who it was or how it was done, because it's weird. It's impossible to do something like that. It's impossible to know every single little detail of all three of us, or we're all three of us on the phone, and being indoors half the time on the phone. And there was no possible way you couldn't see my bedroom window from the street or his bedroom window from the street. And we had an alley in the back, but there was a giant brick wall, so you couldn't see it from there either. And even if you looked over the brick wall, you still had no view of my window or his window. So there's no way for this person to know what part of the house we're in. So like I said, I'm pretty sure you can figure it out by now that it really is creepy how this person knows all these weird details, And like I said, it still creeps me out thinking about it right now. It really, really does. Because we never figured it out. At least I didn't. And my friend Ava never did. And as far as my friend Abraham, well, it's been years since I've seen him and spoke to him. The last time I spoke to him was when MySpace was still around and pretty popular before Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. So it's been over 15 years since the last time I spoke to him. And I haven't seen him since high school. So it's been about 17 years since high school, I believe. Let's see, 2002. Because after that, he left East LA. Because he went off to college, because I never saw him again after high school. And, just found each other on MySpace a few years later. So it's been about 17 to 18 years since I last seen him. And when like I said, when I spoke to him on Facebook, I asked him about it, and he never knew anything either. He didn't know what it was or who it was. But it is really creepy. And after the 6 months, I'm glad it stopped just before Halloween, which is even weirder, to tell you the truth. Because you expect pranks like this, or shit like this on Halloween, or even April Fools or whatever. This was happening almost every day for about 6 months. It was really, really creepy. So yeah, that is my little story time. Creepy three-way calling between friends, and never figured out who it was, or what it was, or how it did it. Because like I said, the internet wasn't really around. It was mostly in libraries and schools, and it was dial-up, and there was no webcams. At least you had to have a separate one. So I know I didn't have a computer, my friends didn't have a computer either, and if we did, it wouldn't be in our bedrooms, it would be in the living room. And like I said, I didn't get a computer till 2003, and that's when I bought it with my financial aid money when I was in college, because I needed the computer for school. And that shit was expensive. It was like $1,000 and something. That shit was expensive for an HP. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still puzzled by this. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this story is because it popped in my head just out of nowhere a few days ago. And you hear all these creepy stories on YouTube and on social media in general, and you see creepy shit that happens like this, And it happened to me and to my friends before any social media was around, and the internet wasn't fast at all, and it wasn't in everyone's home, because even the internet was pretty expensive. The dial-up and was mostly from AOL, and AOL was like $100 a month, and this was dial-up, so it was slow as hell. So not everybody had the internet for that reason, because it was expensive as hell, and it was dial-up. It wasn't fast. And computers were extremely expensive as well, so not everybody could afford a computer. So computers were just mostly used in libraries and in schools. So for this to happen, it's creepy, unless one of them will have a three-way call, using their three-way calling to prank us, and instead they scare the shit out of us. But my two friends were genuinely scared, just like I was. So I don't think they did it. I think someone really did have their lines crossed with ours, and just started creeping the hell out of us. I don't know how it was done or who it was. I just know that it was creepy as hell, and it's giving me anxiety just talking about it. But yeah, that's my story time for today. If you guys want to see more story times, please let me know. Like this video, comment below, and I will do more story times if that's what you guys like. I will be coming out with a makeup video soon. I just been looking for specific products and I still haven't found them yet. So as soon as I do, I'm gonna do a specific look that I've been wanting to do for a while now. So, and it's gonna, you know, include the color yellow because it is Endometriosis Awareness Month, which is almost over. Let's see, today is the 23rd, so we have about, you know, 6 to 7 more days of March, and I really want to get this look done before the, you know, the end of March. So I will be coming out with makeup video soon. Don't worry about that. I will be back on that. By the way, I'm wearing a Gerard Cosmetics lipstick right now. I'm not sure which one it is because I don't have it with me. But if you want to get this color or any other Gerard Cosmetics products and merch, just click on the link below. It will take you to my affiliate link and use code DeniseG84 for 30% discount on your entire order. And you still have time to get a limited time edition beauty boxes. There's 3 different beauty boxes. And like I said, everything will be down below for you guys, including the color of this lipstick. It will be down below for you guys. It's a little bullet lipstick that I have. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this story. And thank you so much for your support, and thank you for being patient with me. I know I haven't been consistent with my videos as of late. And I will explain all of this in a different video. Actually, I think I already did, and I'll link that video below on my last video. I'll link that below for you guys where you can watch, or put it on the card up here where you guys can watch and know my reasons. I'm not being consistent lately with my videos or my social media in general. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend. Until next time, I love you guys. Bye.